Greetings, world, and all who inhabit it. It's me, your Viking, back here in our world. It's been a few days, weeks. Okay, it's been in fact 3 weeks, and that's kind of how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes it is what it is. We've got some tasks to do today, though. I will say. We're going to start by making some trees. At some point, I will switch over to do some terraforming. It's going to be a nice, breezy day. Nice and easy. That is always a good thing, right? I think so. Anywho, so we're gonna make some progress. We're gonna make some freaking trees. At least the shell of said trees, and we're just gonna send it, right? We're just gonna do the thing, and we're gonna do it to the best of our ability, and we'll hope for the freaking best. So I do believe, like, this one should be like right. I want to go a little bit closer, like right here. All right, let's start our first tree of the stream. It's been a hot minute. We had a bit of tropical depression in Florida, which is obviously when you are drinking pina coladas out on the beach and are very sad about it. Hence the tropical depression. All jokes aside, there was a lot of water, rain, and wind, and it just kind of came up in the last few days and made it very difficult to get out episodes. Luckily, we still did not miss a day, so I am pretty freaking happy about that, to be honest. And, it is what it is. I honestly got a little bit burnt out, as I tend to do. Not with playing Minecraft. No. We have been playing copious amounts of Minecraft since the last stream that we've done. But we have been doing it in the form of recording. And I have found out very recently that I'm quite enjoying editing episodes. There's just something fun about it. I don't know what it is yet. I don't really know what I'm doing, and I'm not that good at the editing itself, but I am having a lot of fun with it, and that is really the important part. It also allows me to be creative in a time when I really don't feel like speaking on the camera for copious amounts of time, right? So what I just end up doing is voiceovers over everything. So instead of recording in the moment, guess what? Voiceover. And it works pretty freaking well, honestly. Like I said, I've been having so much fun with it. So edited episodes are going to continue to come out. However, we are going to have some live streamed episodes as well thrown into the mix. That is for one simple reason. I am not getting paid to do this, right? Not now, probably not ever. Over my lifetime of like Twitch and YouTube, I think I've made a total of like $400 or $500 in summation. So very, very little in the grand scheme of things, but I simply enjoy doing it. However, that means that there can't always be an edited episode every single day. We just can't do it. I don't have it in me, and it's a lot, to be honest. I find myself recording for 3 or 4 hours at a time whenever I do it, and it doesn't seem like a whole lot. I'm well aware, but it is. I'm doing this after work, so it is a labor of love, truly. And I just want you guys to know that, because I would not be putting out these episodes if I did not thoroughly enjoy putting out these episodes. That is the honest truth. At some point, I'm certain of it, there will come a time where I get a little burnt out for a little while, and episodes stop coming for a little while, or, whatever. And I'm sure also at some point now that we have crossed the year mark, that I will, in fact, be pulling episodes back a little bit. So what I'll do is like 1 or 2 edited videos a week. I don't know when this will start, but at some point, 1 or 2 edited episodes a week. And then we'll still stream, and I will just post the entirety of the stream as is onto the channel. So you can see the progress that we made both in the stream and out of the stream. And I feel like that's probably the best balance, right? That allows me to stream when I want, edit when I want, record when I want, and maybe we could do a set schedule with that. I don't know what it looks like yet, but currently we're still rocking the episode a day. And I understand completely. It is a massive amount of content. Every day I'm putting out between 30 to, hour-long videos. And it is not feasible to watch all of them. It really, really is not. Unless you are a crazy avid viewer, and I don't think I have many of those, to be completely honest. Unless you are an avid viewer that's watching every day, it's not feasible. I don't expect anyone to watch the level of episodes that we have going right now. I just don't expect it. It's not feasible for anyone. But it is something that I enjoy, and that's really why I'm doing it, I think. It's not for anyone else at this point. It's for me. It's my way of venting, my way of expression, my way of just doing things. I don't know. Very, very weird, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it so far. And even though it has literally been almost a full, or more than a full year, that's too close, of me doing this, I still really, really like it. So I hope you guys are on board with that and are okay tuning in when you can, when you feel like hearing my stupid, silly voice, all of those things is what it is, I am going to continue to do it because I enjoy doing it. If people watch it, that's kind of blowing my mind a little bit, but it doesn't change anything. We still are just going to do it because I want to do it, and, that's it. That is completely it. It is not on you guys. It's completely on me. Both doing live content, doing edited content, and doing rambling sessions, as we tend to do in our live stream. All of it, I think, is good in some way for me. At least I thoroughly have fun with it. Now, does that mean I want to stream every single day? No, abso-freaking-lutely not. Would I appreciate and value a set schedule? Yeah, probably. But the issue with a set schedule is I don't like to be late, and I then feel a bit of pressure to perform in that time. And I don't like that either. I just want to be able to do what I do without any pressure. And I think that's kind of why I have fought so long now in creating any kind of set schedule for streaming, just because of the increased pressure that it puts on me. And I know pressure is such a weird word in this circumstance here, because it's not forced pressure, it's pressure from myself to put out the best thing that I can and to just have fun while playing it. It's not easy. But I truly mean that. That I putting a schedule out would be like work for me. And I just don't think you would get the same level of authenticity as we currently exhibit, because I am genuinely having fun with the game. And I don't want to wreck that, you know? This one should be about the same height, I think. Should be about the same. Very easy to do, though. We will be making a lot of these trees. I mentioned in a different episode here that lots and lots of these, probably in the thousands, because, you know, making a forest is not as simple as it looks like. It's a lot of time commitment and a lot of determination to get what you need with all of these trees. It's making them look pretty. It's adding all of the scaffoldings, and I think, whoop, we almost just jumped straight down there. I do think that when you guys see the scaffoldings, you'll start to understand my vision for this project. It is going to require an astronomical amount of wood, of which we do not have, but, you know, it's part of what we do here, so we'll have to figure it out. Just have to figure it out. And I'm staying away from this cliff just so that it is nice to terraform, because I do think that helps a little bit too. So like here we want to stagger like two trees, like one roughly here and one roughly like here, I think. Although that's a little close here and there. Yeah, little close. So just want to back off and secure how that's feeling. So you can see that they kind of overshadow each other just a little bit. Like, you're not going to be able to see those back two trees. And that's okay, honestly. We want that to happen. There's going to be times where there's trees there and you're not going to really understand its purpose for said tree, but just know that it is important. Each and every tree here in our forest is valuable. It's going to add to the overall aesthetic and backdrop that I want to create in this city, and I think that will be a really, really good thing for me. Plus, we're well on our way to finishing something for real. We were close in our last season, but fell short at the finish line due to, let's just call it what it is, gross incompetence in regards to my safety and lava. We literally just kind of swan dived into the lava, in case you hadn't seen it, and, well, we died. So I've been grinding to try to get back to about where we were in that world, and I do believe that we are approaching. We haven't built a whole lot yet, but that's kind of what these trees are about to start doing here. Every single tree that we add is a part of the larger organism that is the entire island here, and I am really looking forward to being able to fly through it at some point and see what it really feels like, what it's like, what it looks like, and that will be a really cool feeling at some point here. Obviously, a long, long ways to go, and honestly, we're waiting a bit on wheat right now. We need a copious amount of wheat to do the pathways. That's why that middle one's not done. That's why this one is done. We kind of put the two ends on it, but we did not unleash the snake. And we're getting wheat so slow, which we may just have to hook up some bees or something to it. Maybe that will help. I don't know. I don't know. Either that or we just need to make a bunch of them, and that will work as well, I suppose. Let's do... three, four. Yeah, so like some, it doesn't really matter how big or how tall each of them are. It doesn't really matter, because you're never going to focus on one tree in the course of this. You're going to focus on all of the trees throughout this, and that is really what's going to make the difference here. That's what's going to give it the aesthetic that we're looking for, you know? And I really want to throw in some trees to draw your attention as well. So, although we are using a lot of the jungle wood for these trees, and I think it will look really good, as exampled here by our one completed tree, I do want to bring in some dark oak trees as well, because that is going to make a large difference here. And, like, do we want trees over here, for example? We talked about adding a lot of farmland in here. Do you really want farmland if it's like that, you know? It's kind of what you gotta think about. And I know all of it's plain at the moment. We haven't decorated any of it, but it takes time. It really does. We're on day 224 right this second, and it takes time. Time, effort, and energy. Oh, that looks so good, though. I'm so pleased with that. Okay. Do we use dark oak with... which branches? Like, do we use dark oak, this wood here, with this, or with this? Or do we use it with dark oak branches? I'm not sure. Because I do think I would like to do it with red and, like, let's try a mangrove one, perhaps? Do we strip it? Do we not? What's stripped mangrove look like? We strip it. We for sure strip it. But do you use mangrove with that? Or do you use this? We'll have to figure that part out, I guess, because I genuinely am not sure on that. Do we do the same color as its trunk, or do we do something different? That's not nearly enough, right? Yeah. In order to even test this, we need like 48. Is that enough for a single tree? I don't know. Let's make more. Alright, I feel like 75 is enough for a single tree. If we're going to put a red tree, though, for example, you don't want it next to a red building. That kind of makes it hard to compare and contrast things. So you'd want to put it somewhere slightly different. And I'm thinking right around here makes a good spot for that red tree. Let's grab a little bit more just in case we need to go up further and just see how it looks in the different colors here. And I think we are going to leave a lot of these trees green, but I also think we're going to do something weird. And maybe there will be autumn trees, like we'll have reds and yellows and oranges, like, I don't know. Why not? Seems cool. Alright, so let's do this. We decided right about here is where a tree is going to go. So I guess the first thing we want to see is this too contrasty if we do that? Feel like it is. I feel like it's definitely going to be too contrasty if we do it like that. Let's just try it with all red, see if it feels correct, and if it does, maybe we'll add a bunch of different colored trees in here as well, just because I think it will look cool. I want a couple trees to stand out in the forest here, just so that you always have focal points to look at. I think that'll help. I think it'll help a lot. So I think I want this one to be a bit on the smaller side here. We kind of need it to cover this building, but we don't want it to cover it too much. So I think we'll do like 4 layers of branches total on here, and we'll keep them relatively short so that we don't have to worry about that at all. Like that. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. I'm trying to see, like, would you use that at all? I don't know. I don't know. Hold on one sec. Oh, Jesus, sorry. Had a panic nose sneeze attack right there. Yeah, let's go like this. This may look atrocious, but if it does, we've wasted like 6 minutes and it's not that big of a deal, right? So we're gonna try it because I just get this feeling that it could work out in some weird way, and I like that. Two, 3, 4. Okay, I would like both of those fences back, please. Thank you. And then obviously we'd have to do the base in the same kind of style here. These are like the roots, and you just kind of got to do it. It's pretty weird. Kind of want to add leaves to it, just to see, because we'll never know otherwise, right? Never know. Leaves, and these are the leaves that we're using for all of them, so I suppose they will be the leaves that we will try for fire for this. This is not gonna work. There's no way. There's no shot. But let's give it a shot. Let's try. So you don't do all of them. That's kind of the key. You pick strategic ones to do, and then you kind of place around them as to not infringe on other leaves. And you do want to leave some of it open, though. So let's just add all the leaves to this. I truly want to see how it feels and if we are going in any of the right directions here. Something like that. And we puff up the sides, and then we add ourselves a little bit of this action. Almost touching the ground, but that's okay. So that's a 1. It's super weird, but I don't hate it. I guess we'll have to see how it feels. Okay, maybe we should start from the top. No, that's dumb. I don't know. Maybe this is a thing. Maybe this is a thing. Let's see. So we gotta do that. Ari, please stop. You're literally just sitting there. Please stop. Alright, so we got some zombies down there. We don't really care about them too much, I don't think. Something like that. And it's, like I said, this is a awkward tree, I think, but could it work? Perhaps. Perhaps. Something like that. And do we have dirt on us? No. Why would we have things that are useful to us right here? Oh, I thought that was a drowned. It's not. It's just a regular zombie. Alright, let's see. I just want to finish this one tree off, because if it looks good, it looks good. And then, you know, we'll have some fun with that at some point here. Do want to do that, I think. And I believe the villagers are safe for me not to sleep. Don't quote me on that, but I'm relatively certain that they are fine. Something like that. And then how did I do the top? Did I just kind of do something like this? Oh, shit. Let's see. So we'd have like all up here. Alright, first off, how does that look without any bush? Any bushes? It looks okay without any bushes. It's not great. I wish I'd make these a little equidistant. But all in all, okay. Let's use that to pillar. So we did make those too close. That is a lesson that we will have to take if we want to continue this. Because they should not connect like that, right? They really should not. They can kind of connect on an angle like that. I feel like that is kind of justified. But there shouldn't be 3 long pieces anywhere, I don't think. Yeah, balls. Well, I guess we're killing the zombies. How does that feel so far? Better. Very much better. Alright, let's do the last part of this. And now we can do big swoops. So you kind of just, especially connecting them together is always a good idea. It does very much help, and I know that we're not using dirt with this, but it'll be okay. Something like that, and probably up there. Yeah. This is the messiest, worst scaffolding I've ever seen, also. Good lord. Okay, that's fine. I don't hate it, actually, though. Like, the red is very subtle, which makes me think I can do this with just about every tree. As long as I don't spam them too much, I feel like every once in a while I can have one of the other types of trees dressed as spruce trees, honestly. I think they look super good. I don't know if you can actually call these spruce trees, but I would like to think that they are. So it's not the same. Beautiful. Something like that. And like that. And make that kind of good. And then we drip like one from the center there. Alright, let's get rid of this weird ass scaffolding that we have. And take a look from below just to see how this tree feels and compares to other trees that we've done. You can see here, you got to get rid of all the weird scaffolding, and we really need to pick up some dirt if that is something that we're going to be doing. If we're going to be doing leaves all over the place, we're going to need a lot of dirt. But I don't think we're going to do that too much. I just wanted to do this one tree as a real tree just to really get a feel for it. I don't hate it. I'm not going to lie, I don't hate it. It's super simple. Like it is the same tree as over there. But there's something about it that feels pretty good. Like from a distance, I think you will notice. But that's okay. Variety in these things are good. Like, I want to do a lot more of those trees over here, too, because they are wild and kooky and crazy, and it just looks so nice. That's a nice tree. All right. With that, I think we're going to take our very first break of the evening. Gonna get some water so that we actually can maintain our voice and not have it die on us, and that will be a very good thing. And then we're gonna go, I guess, put all of these trees into motion that we have. And I do think you could even add some bits like this. Just out of sheer curiosity. Like, those are so close together, it's not even funny. Like, you can barely tell the difference of those two. But I think that looks really good too. So I'm happy about that. Fantastic. Alright, like I said, let me grab some water and we'll be right back.